Are we recording? Yes, we are. Hello to all those who are within the sound of my voice. I am to be posting this up on YouTube and probably in a few of the groups that I either moderate or have high activity in on Facebook. You can also follow me on Twitter at BigMeach1. That's BIGMEACH and the number 1. I am doing this because one of my little cohorts, honey, Mr. Haji Abdullah, called me out, basically, on Walter Hampton's video rant for the day, dealing with mental illness, and he asked me what were my thoughts, and I decided to go ahead on and make this video and to give you all what my thoughts are. And if I'm wiggling this camera because I'm trying to make sure this light is right. But okay, yeah, you can see me very well. All right, thank you. My thoughts are this: listening to him in his rant is just what he said. It was his rant for the day, and listening to him as well. I'm going to say that was just a personal observation from his own experiences and what he's dealt with, because he didn't outline any kinds of problems per se. What he did say was that he felt everybody, a lot of people in the black gay community, particularly black gay men, have mental health issues. And surprisingly enough, I will not necessarily acquiesce to that. However, I will say, yes, we do have a lot of people who are challenged with some form of behavioral differences. I won't necessarily say it's a problem, but we do have people who may act somewhat out of character, whether it is by our own personal definition of what we think someone's character should be, or if we know a couple of people and believe that their actions are unworthy or not at its best with dealing with society and things of that nature. So yeah, we do have a lot of people who are behaviorally at a disadvantage, or for lack of a better word, they act out due to brokenness, due to emptiness, due to loneliness, due to acceptance issues, due to family issues, and whatever else that may plague their mind. So in that regard, as far as having or calling it a mental health issue, loosely, I will somewhat agree with him on that. However, I will say this: his rant is one-sided. Again, he did not give any specific definitions or any specific examples. I will say that personally, I've run across some people who, like I said, are broken, they're spiritually broken, and really are trying to find a way to find how they can get into the thing of this, and back into the swing of life, and back into their sense of self. I won't call it normal. I'm just saying their sense of self, and get into their higher self. So for that, yeah, we do have a lot of people who are that way. We do have a lot of people who have not been diagnosed with some form of ADD or some form of schizophrenia or whatever. Some people may have psychotropic medications that they are not using because of healthcare issues. Perhaps a lot of people do not have adequate health care, and some may be on medicines or whatever and can't afford them. We don't necessarily know. However, I will say this, that loosely he has a point. And if we are going to lump it up under health care and mental health issues or whatever, but I will say a lot of times we do run into folks who have questionable behavior, and I'm sure that Mr. Hampton has run across folks who have proven to be somewhat lackluster in the behavioral department, but a lot of that, as he already knows, comes from his interactions and a lot of things that he says. So, some of that is from the backlash of his rants and his postings and things. So some of that, honey, It's just personal vendettas, personal whatevers when they are around him. So that comes with the territory. But loosely, he does make a point. I just wish he had expounded a little bit more and gave him some examples of what he's talking about, and then it would have made for a more comprehensive discussion, and to show valid points as to what needs to be done within the community. And also, Walter, this is to you specifically. Darling, I say this constantly. Stop throwing stuff out there and then not having some sort of solution. If you're going to say we need help, okay, what are some of the solutions? And you could have done that once you had started in with saying what the examples were of what you thought were mental health issues. So for that there is my response, Haji. So that there is that. Again, Big Meach 1 here on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter, and Big Meach 7109 on Instagram. And that's that for now. Ciao.